Golf courses come in all shapes and sizes. From 9-hole pitch and putts to resorts with 10 different courses. But how many acres is a golf course, and how much space would you need if you wanted to build your own golf course? Let's have a look. Golf courses need approximately 20 to 200 acres of land for construction, but this can depend on a number of factors such as how many holes, the length, layout design, geographical constraints and buildings. Obviously, the greater the acreage, the more golf course can be built and the more it's likely to cost. This means that holes can be longer and more spread out, with larger hazards and features. The number of acres required will vary from a 9-hole par 3 golf course to a venue with multiple courses such as Wentworth Golf Club in Surrey, UK, which has 3 18-hole courses. Although there's no official size a golf course should be, it's generally a good idea to have an understanding of how much land is required for a typical golf course, so that the golf course architect can create the plans. It's also important to mention that those acres need to be a usable land area, which can be turned into a golf course. How many acres for an 18-hole golf course? An average golf course with 18 holes requires around 110 to 200 acres of land area. Golf courses in the UK tend to have a smaller acreage of between 110 and 150, whilst courses in the US will have approximately 150 to 200 acres of land in use. A standard 18-hole golf course is likely to be about 150 acres in size and will have 18 holes, practice facilities such as practice greens and practice areas, as well as parking lots and a clubhouse. In the 150 acres, golf course architects are usually able to design a course that's got an average par of 72 and an average length of between 5,000 and 8,000 yards. Acres used on a golf course. According to the GCSAA, out of the 150 acres of land used for most golf courses, 67% of that is maintained turfgrass. These 100 acres comprise of the following: 51 acres of rough. The rough counts for around a third of the acreage, which isn't overly surprising as it will line both sides of every hole on the course. Courses will usually have a range of rough lengths from a first cut to thick rough. As 33% of the total course acreage, the rough is an area that can easily be reduced or increased, depending on what the course designer feels is a good fit. 30 acres of fairways. It's the place we're all looking to find from the tee box, but as it's almost half the acre size of the rough, it's not always the easiest to hit. Most courses will have a range of fairway sizes, with some predominantly tight and narrow and others with far more width. 7 acres of practice areas. The practice area of a golf course are a hugely important factor use of land. Golfers need a place to warm up, so driving ranges are the most common, as well as a practice putting green. Some golf courses may also have a whole area for short game practice, with various practice greens and surrounding sand traps. 3 acres of tees. Tee boxes are an important, but very small in comparison, area of the golf course. Without good tees, it's very difficult to hit good tee shots. Therefore, it's an area which needs constant maintenance, repairing divots and keeping them in good condition. 3 acres of greens. Similar to tee boxes, greens are only a very small land area on the golf course, but they're probably the most important and most scrutinized. A golf course might be in amazing condition and a great test of golf, but without good quality greens, golfers won't be happy. Therefore, greens require plenty of upkeep, with yearly maintenance and regular conditioning. 3 acres of clubhouse grounds. Areas around the clubhouse aren't in use while playing golf, but they're very important for the overall visual appeal of the golf club. Well-manicured turf and clubhouse gardens are a great first impression for visitors of the club. 1 acre of turfgrass nurseries. Some golf courses will have their own turfgrass nurseries, used for replacing any poor turf out on the golf course. It's only a small acreage but provides a great source of pristine turf for whenever it's required. 50 acres of non-turf grass. The remaining 50 acres are made of non-turf grass, which basically makes up the rest of a golf course which isn't grass. 24.0 acres of non-turf grass landscapes. 11.0 acres of water bodies. 6.0 acres of buildings. 4.5 acres of bunkers. 4.5 acres of parking lots. How many acres for a championship golf course? A typical championship golf course will be on the larger side of 150 to 200 acres of land. Although a championship golf course is more known for its difficulty rather than its size, for it to hold a professional golf tournament on the PGA Tour or European Tour, it's likely to be larger than average. This is so that it can accommodate crowds of fans, as well as TV crews, manufacturer tour vans and much more. Some courses are built specifically for holding large golf events, with large areas for fans to walk and stretched out holes. TPC Sawgrass, for example, was a course built for hosting the best players on the PGA Tour every year in the fifth major, the Players' Championship. If you're planning on building a successful golf course, or perhaps you're just interested in golf course architecture, it's very important to understand how many acres are required for a golf course. Usually, this will vary greatly, with many factors affecting what size of land is needed. If you've got fewer acres to work with, or the only usable land area is small, then building a 9-hole course or a short par 3 course might also be a great option for the average golfer or avid golfer to enjoy.